It was Christmas Eve when I pulled into their driveway. Snow hissed against the windshield, the wipers groaning like tired soldiers. I didn't knock, I didn't call ahead. I wasn't there to be polite. And then I saw her, my daughter, my little girl, outside, sitting on the porch steps, knees drawn to her chest, breath trembling in the frozen air. No coat, no blanket, just thin pajamas clinging to her skin, her lips already turning blue. Inside, through the window, I saw warmth, firelight, laughter, crystal glasses clinking. My son-in-law's family toasting champagne as if the world outside didn't exist. I wrapped her in my coat, lifted her into my arms, and kicked the door open. The music dropped, faces turned, champagne froze mid-sip. And I said just 6 words, "You don't deserve her. I do." Back then, I remember the first time I met Daniel. Charming smile, firm handshake, the kind of man who made everyone feel like they belonged. My daughter's eyes glowed when she looked at him, and I told myself, finally, someone who'll take care of her. I was wrong. He wasn't a caretaker, he was a collector, the kind who only values something new until the shine wears off. Then it becomes just another thing to neglect. I gave him my blessing, my trust, my respect, things he never earned, things he squandered. The first cracks. It started with distance, phone calls cut short, holidays too busy for visits. When I did see them, my daughter's smile didn't reach her eyes anymore. She spoke softly, like every word was measured against his approval. I noticed him watching her more than listening, correcting her in small ways, a hand on her arm that looked gentle but pressed just a bit too hard. And then the messages. An accidental slip when he left his laptop open, a woman's name, photos, conversations time-stamped in the middle of the night. While my daughter slept, he was busy making promises to someone else. I didn't confront him then. Rage was useless. I learned long ago, silence is sharper. Patience is deadlier. So I buried the knowledge, smiled at family dinners, played the part of the oblivious father, and waited. The shift. When betrayal festers, it doesn't just break you, it reshapes you. I stopped seeing Daniel as a man. I started seeing him as a problem to solve. I studied him, his weaknesses, his habits, his family. Money was his oxygen, reputation his skin. Strip him of either, and he would suffocate. So I began small, quiet. I spoke with my daughter's lawyer, helped her set up accounts in her name only. I kept receipts, copies of texts, screenshots of his midnight confessions. Every cruel word, every drunken stumble, every moment of neglect, I gathered it like kindling. When the time came, I would strike a single match. The plan in motion. I started with his business. Daniel prided himself on his role in the family company, but arrogance blinds. I introduced a friend, an investor, curious but cautious. The friend dug deeper, found the inconsistencies, the half-truths, the shortcuts Daniel thought no one saw. Within weeks, whispers spread, board members questioned, trust eroded. Next, I gave my daughter the courage she'd forgotten. Together, we filed. Divorce papers, custody arrangements, financial disclosures, all timed perfectly. Right before the company's annual review. Right before Christmas. The man who thought he owned everything would learn he owned nothing. The night of fire and ice. And now here we were, Christmas Eve. My daughter freezing outside while he and his family toasted inside. The image burned itself into me, proof of everything I already knew. Daniel valued appearances, not people. When I burst through the door, silence fell like glass shattering. My daughter clung to me, her small body trembling against mine. His mother gasped. His father set down his glass. Daniel stood, red-faced, anger already boiling. "What the hell do you think you're doing?" he barked. I didn't look at him. I looked at my daughter. She's a child, your child, and you left her outside to freeze? His father tried to smooth it over. I'm sure it was just— No, I cut him off. Calm, precise. It wasn't a mistake. It was a pattern. Neglect, lies, betrayal. I handed my daughter a blanket I'd pulled from my car. Then I faced him. "You know what tomorrow brings, Daniel. Papers, lawyers, audits. You'll lose her, and you'll lose everything else, piece by piece. Because you never understood one thing." I stepped closer, my voice low, each word deliberate. Family isn't something you own. It's something you protect. The collapse. He tried to laugh it off, tried to call me bitter, controlling, but the truth had already spread. His family looked at him differently now, shame pooling in their eyes. And then, almost on cue, his phone buzzed. Loud, insistent. He glanced at it, paled, and quickly silenced it. Too late. I knew. Everyone knew. The affair, the finances, the lies, all bleeding out at once. He opened his mouth, but no.